So the sun is setting behind me right now, and just kind of going over some of the damage from this crazy heat wave that we had. So today it was about 88. It's the last day of this heat wave. Forecast kind of going forward in my area, at least it's going to be like below 80 going forward. But I wanted to document this because I cannot remember the last time I've had 110-degree weather in my area, and I can't remember the last time where it was like over 7 days of like temperature hovering pretty much right there at 100 degrees or high. At worst it was like 98, at best it was like 98, 99, but we hit like 110, we hit like 105. It was just very bizarre. So right now it's September 10th, and today was 88 high, and it's pretty much the last day of this heat wave. It's a Tuesday, and this heat wave's been going on since like last Monday or even maybe a day before that. So not too much damage. There hasn't been too much damage on anything, especially mangoes didn't really have that much damage, except for one specific variety. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's the variety itself, maybe it's just the way I had them too. So I have them all planted together like a bush, like in a bunch. So maybe, I don't know if they're kind of fighting for the same resources, but they've been watered very heavily every day. But look at this, here's the burnt. These are on older leaves, and they all burnt up pretty nicely, pretty well. I meant. So this is the variety. These are Kent seedlings, so not a variety, but a bunch of seedlings of Kent. Full day sun pretty much all day long. Here's some more Kent seedlings too. Again, same thing, full day sun all day long. There was actually some new growth on this one. It got toasted. Everything else is yellow. And the damage didn't really show up until, I would say, a day or two ago. Before then, maybe it was damaged, but it just never showed up. And the last couple of days hasn't even been the hardest of this heat, this week-long heat wave. So I'm pretty sure the damage had occurred already, and then towards the end of this heat wave is when it started showing up. So some more Kent seedlings right here. Now I'm going to show you some ones that barely had any damage. So these are Laverne Manila seedlings, and the Laverne Manila is a very tough variety. And just look at this, these were new leaves too, and there's no damage. This is in full sun pretty much the whole day long until pretty much the sun sets, and then it gets a bit of shade before the sun goes completely down. But besides that, look at this, no like little bit of damage right there, but that's it, nothing. It's pretty impressive. Here's another Laverne Manila seedlings, and again, no damage whatsoever. This is like not even a little, on this one not even a little bit of sunburn. Again, this is in completely full sun, so it kind of shows you how tough these Laverne Manila are. Not only that they handle winter well, they're handling this crazy historic heat wave that we had like a champ. No damage whatsoever. Here's some coconut cream, and although this kind of gets more shade covering, it's not in completely full sun, there is damage to this coconut cream. The new leaves are pretty wrinkly right here, but not too bad, but there's some damage. Probably if this was out in full sun, this would probably receive a lot more damage than I would have expected. It was in full sun. So this is a coconut cream. It gets shade around 1 to 2 o'clock. It gets full shade, like not full shade, but it gets shade around 1 or 2 o'clock. So surprised that it had this much leaf damage on this coconut cream. And here's some fruitlet damage. I didn't even think about covering this until it was too late. So this is a little gem fruitlets, and these are getting hit by pretty much full sun. So you can see the damage right there. There's one good one left, but two damaged ones. So fruit damage from the sunburn. Here's a little bit more of it, but this one I did try to bag it and keep it protected, so it was kind of getting a little bit of protection. But you can see the side. I'm pretty sure this is not, although it looks really nice and yellow and like a ripe mango, I'm pretty sure this is sun damage and not a ripe mango. So this is a peach cobbler right here. Okay, but overall, most of my trees handled it quite well. There was a little sun damage here and there like that, but nothing really got destroyed or anything like that. So at least the mango trees did really well. Some of my other trees not as well. So here is my avocados. So there was some new flushes on a couple different varieties. Let's see, this one was Jan Boyce, and the Jan Boyce, the new leaves definitely got damaged. Let's see, there was some new growth on the bar, and it did get some damage too, like that. Let's see, even the little, nope, that's not a little. Let's see, yep, there's more damage. Surprisingly, that is a gem avocado. It's like at the highest, it's probably the highest peak of growth on this tree. And I don't think I see any damage at all on the gem avocado, which is pretty cool, pretty surprising. But definitely damage on Jan Boyce, damage on the bar. Let me see. This is reed, but reed has a bit more shade, so I could see why there's no damage at all to it. But yeah, very interesting, very surprising. The Jan Boyce is a little bit more sensitive to the heat. The gem definitely not sensitive to the heat. Even a new flush is off perfectly fine. So here's some damage, surprisingly some damage to a plant I didn't think would get damaged. So this is Miraca californica. So it's a California native. It doesn't produce edible fruits or anything like that. It does produce some fruits that are mostly meant for birds, anything like that. I have them here because I was planning to eventually maybe top work some of this to a fruit called Yangmei, but that's like way down the road. Nothing in the short run, in the short term. But this got pretty damaged, So I mean, that's the update for now. I'm sure I'll see a little bit more damage here and there as I check out more of the yard after this heat wave. But at least this part of the yard, which is the back area, the sand, grown in sand, everything's it's more sandy soil here. Not much damage overall. It's just here and there some little things, but the mangoes are fine. Everything else is pretty good, in pretty good shape. The bananas had no damage at all, so it's been pretty good. So just a few surprises here and there. All right, thanks everyone.